A simple act of charity can go a long way. For others, it's just a small gesture of kindness. But for the recipients of these gestures, it might just be the thing that will change their lives for the better. Here's a list of some of the most heartwarming acts of kindness that will surely brighten up your day. Subway giving free food for the homeless. A local Melbourne Subway franchise decided to give back to the community by giving free food to the homeless every Friday afternoon. This act inspired other Subway franchises to do the same, giving free meals to people living on the streets. And while it may cost them a fortune in doing so, seeing the content smiles from the people they helped outweigh the cost of making a few extra sandwiches. Crowd helps disabled fan. While this fan was probably content being in the same venue as his favorite rock band, the crowd had other plans for him to make his day a little bit more memorable. Together, they lifted him up along with his wheelchair, allowing him to see the band in full view. For the lucky fan, this will be an experience he'll cherish for the rest of his life. Free dry cleaning for unemployed people. It's hard to make a great impression without presentable clothing, so this local dry cleaner decided to offer free cleaning service for people looking for a job. The company's CEO, James Timpson, knew that unemployed people can't afford dry cleaning services, and as clean clothing is an important factor for landing a job, he decided to offer this service for free. Whether they pay him back or not is not important, as Timpson does this out of selflessness. Runner helps fellow competitor finish the race. As Megan Vogel was about to cross the finish line, her fellow competitor Arden McMath collapsed in front of her. Without hesitation, Vogel helped her rival get up and finish the race, even allowing her to finish the race ahead of her. Vogel may not have won the race she was competing on, but she surely won the hearts of many. Teens act as pallbearers for homeless veterans. A group of high school teens volunteered to become the fallen veterans' pallbearers as a form of respect to their service to the country. When asked why they volunteered, they said that everyone, especially veterans, deserves a proper burial. Elderly couples give necktie lessons. Seeing the young man having trouble tying his necktie, an elderly couple gave him a short lesson on how to knot a tie properly. The elderly woman called on her husband, giving the young man a quick tutorial, and watched him as he tried to do it himself. This kind gesture from the elderly couple shows that you can never be too old to do something good for your fellow man. Anonymous man treating random strangers. A man from Virginia who wishes to stay anonymous treats random strangers to a meal. Patrons of the diner often find themselves surprised upon discovering that their bills have been paid for by this local Samaritan. As for the reason behind this generous act, the anonymous man said his goal is to spread kindness and the giving attitude to the community. Local man shares food with his charity fridge. An anonymous man from Saudi Arabia devised a plan so that no one would have the shame of begging for food. Placing a charity fridge outside his home, anyone can simply take whatever food is available inside the fridge. His countrymen applauded him for this, encouraging others to do the same. A simple and humble act of charity, something that others can learn from. Employees help fix veteran's wheelchair. Having problems with his wheelchair, war veteran Michael Solsona was offered help by 3 Lowe's employees, replacing and fixing the parts of his wheelchair free of charge. Even though it was closing time for the store, the trio stayed until they got the job done. Solsona was very thankful, only to be thanked back by the employee stating that it was their honor to have been of service. Barber gives free haircuts. After getting a life lesson from a homeless gentleman he met a few years ago, local barber Brennan Jones decided to pay the kindness forward by giving free haircuts to homeless people. After giving thousands of free haircuts, he was handsomely rewarded by one of his clients, giving him the key to a newly renovated barber shop where he can offer his services. This just shows that no good deed does go unrewarded. Kid buys smoke detectors instead of PS4. 9-year-old Henry Montoya wanted to own a PS4, just like the other kids in his neighborhood. But upon learning the sad fate that befell upon a mother and her child due to a fire, he decided to use his PS4 funds to buy 100 smoke detectors for households prone to such accidents. Impressed by his concern for others, his siblings bought him a PS4 as a reward for doing something special. Crowd saves woman from being squashed by train. Numerous train passengers in Japan banded together to help save a woman who fell under the train. Together, they pushed the train forward, allowing the woman to escape with minor injuries. Student acts as human chair for elderly woman. Trapped in an elevator with an elderly woman having trouble maintaining her balance, Cesar Larios positioned himself on all fours to form a makeshift chair for the woman. Due to his act of spontaneous kindness, Larios was praised by several online communities, as the picture serves as a proof that kindness and selflessness still exist within the younger generations. Woman offering water to disabled competitor. Even though it might cost her the $10,000 prize, Jacqueline Nitipi slowed down to help a disabled competitor rehydrate with a bottle of drinking water. As expected, she didn't win the prize money as she placed second in the women's division, but this act of genuine sportsmanship earned her something greater: the respect and admiration of people. Restaurant treats family to a free meal. Upon learning that the family's house was burnt down, the manager of Olive Garden gave the family a huge discount for their meal, 100% off, or simply put, free. The father posted the receipt on Reddit, and it quickly went viral, earning positive remarks from various social media websites. Olive Garden's management told reporters that they always want the best for their customers, and they will think of ways to make their customers satisfied with their services. Devil giving away flowers. No one wants to be lonely during the season of love, so Samuel Whittington decided to give love in the silliest way possible, giving flowers under the guise of a devil. Running around the city of Plymouth, this devil handed out roses to random people in the street, as he wants them to be happy during this season of love. As for the devil disguise, no one really knows why he picked to dress as a devil, including Whittington himself. It's the thought that counts, I guess. Teacher empathizes with her student. Reddit user 1230snap told a story about his teacher who empathized with her during his time of need. Learning that his mother tried to commit suicide, she listened to him and held the teen close to her as he cried. He continued to narrate that this small act of kindness from her saved him from depression. While the teacher moved to another district, he was thankful to have met her and hoped that someday he will be able to thank her properly. Anonymous person leaves coat for homeless. An anonymous do-gooder decided to help out homeless people by leaving a coat in the city center of Plymouth. Accompanying the coat is a note stating that this should be used by a homeless person who is in need of warmth. It might be a small gift, but the recipient would be thankful for this blessing of warmth. A group of teens spreading acts of kindness. Driving around the United States in an RV, a group of teens started a non-profit organization called ARC Project Now with a single goal in mind: to create an epidemic of kindness. Their acts of kindness range from simple ones such as giving flowers to strangers, to big projects such as helping to pay for a child's heart surgery. These guys hope that by doing this, they can create a ripple of kindness throughout the nation. House makeover for an elderly man. Overhearing a few kids in the neighborhood saying that the house should be burnt down, Josh Saganik decided to help out by renovating the old house. Making a post on Facebook to contact his friends, the post went viral and hundreds of people showed up to renovate the old man's house. The old man, of course, was very thankful as they turned his ugly home into one of the best-looking homes in the neighborhood. Police officer buys a homeless man shoes. Noticing a homeless man having no shoes to cover his feet during the cold season, police officer Lawrence DePrimo bought a pair of boots and gave it to him. DePrimo even offered to help him put his new shoes on and buy him a cup of coffee to warm himself up. After a short talk, the man thanked DePrimo and moved out, while DePrimo went back to his post, looking for people who might need his help. Vending machine hero. A kind-hearted Samaritan left a few coins in an envelope stuck at the vending machine, with a note saying that the next customer can use the coins to pay for the snack or drink of their choice. A simple yet effective way of spreading kindness. Stranger pays $20,000 worth of debts. Local businessman Greg Parody decided to become Santa Claus for a day as he went on to pay $20,000 worth of debt for more than 80 people. Overhearing a customer saying that she could not pay her bills, he asked her if he could help by paying off some of her debts. Parody didn't stop there, as he paid other people's debts. He also bought them some gifts, as he believes that they deserve to be happy during the festive season. CEO leaves $3,000 tip. As a token of appreciation for the people working in the cafe he frequented, CEO Dwayne Clark left a huge tip of $3,000. Along with it was a handwritten note saying that the staff did a great job, and he hopes that the money would help in making their Christmases a bit more special. The tip was soon split to the 12 staff members of the cafe, each pocketing $250, enough money to cover their expenses for Christmas. Delaney Brown's final wish. Diagnosed with a rare form of cancer with only 2 days to live, Delaney Brown made a lot of wishes she once granted. There was one last wish in her list, a group of carolers to come to her house to sing a few Christmas carols. The following night, more than 10,000 people came knocking at her door, singing a few Christmas carols and waiting for her to come by and acknowledge them. Through Facebook, she posted a photo of her giving 2 thumbs up with the caption, "I can hear you now, love you." Unfortunately, before Christmas came, Brown succumbed to her sickness. Nevertheless, the family was appreciative for the outpouring support from complete strangers, stating that their act of kindness is the fondest memory Brown ever had before she passed away. Sometimes a little act of good can turn someone's bad day into a better one. If you meet someone who needs help, offer a helping hand. You might just change their lives for the better. So that leads us to our question. Which act did you think spread the most kindness? Let me know in the comments down below. Thanks for watching.